Alright, good morning guys. In today's video, I am leaving Malaysia and heading to one of my top bucket list destinations, Hong Kong.
The first thing you should do when you land in Hong Kong is get a SIM card. Contrary to most places, it's actually cheaper and more efficient to get it when you're in the airport. This is the one that I got, but they have different packages. Also, I've decided this is the land of the future. What is this?
Alright, so I just got money out and now I'm gonna go take the public bus to try and find my hostel. So let's go check that out.
Right away on the bus, I got to experience how friendly the people of Hong Kong are. I met a guy who spoke Cantonese and we used Google Translate to communicate during the ride. So far, the trip is off to a great start.
So I finally made it to Hong Kong. The first place I've gone is Kowloon Park, which is in the dead center of the city, right next to actually where I'm staying. And so far it's beautiful. It's nice in a bustling city to have a bit of an escape. So we'll see what we find. So far, some things that I've noticed. One would be how tall the buildings are people live in. It's like, I think about the tallest building in Austin, where I'm from, and then make that a building people actually have apartments in, and then put like 10 of them next to each other. It's absolutely incredible to see how these high-rise living complexes look. It's hard to imagine that so many people live on this tiny area of land, but they do, and it's amazing to see it when you're actually here. Kowloon and Hong Kong Island have like a river that runs through it, and so I am trying to hustle before sunset so I can see it. So I'm almost there.
Hong Kong is also really famous for its food. Pretty much anywhere you go, you're gonna find really great food to eat. Case in point, this tiny little place by my hostel was absolutely amazing. Something I'll talk about later in the video is space here on this tiny island. And as you can see just from the dorm room, they really utilize all the space they have. And yes, there's 11 beds in this room, which is quite impressive.
Alright, so today is day 2 here in Hong Kong and it is 8:30. I'm gonna go grab some breakfast and just kind of walk around and see some sights.
Okay, hold up. Let's just talk about the fact that there is a library on the go. That is so cool.
So now I'm walking along the river. Not many people are out here this early, which makes it a lot more enjoyable. Yeah, fighting for crowds to see the view. Alright, so it's 10 o'clock and everything is still closed, so I'm not really sure what time all the stores open here in Hong Kong, but it's not that early, so I think that's kind of weird. I feel like back home, stores definitely open a bit earlier than they do here, but oh well. Alright, so today I'm going to a Michelin star restaurant here in Hong Kong that's super affordable, one of the cheapest I think in the world. And they're known I think for their barbecue pork buns. Apparently it's just something that you just have to try while you're here in Hong Kong, so I've just made it to one and I'm gonna taste it for myself and see how it is.
Alright guys, it is not an understatement. If you go to Tim Ho Wan, you have to try the barbecue pork buns. It was probably one of my favorite dishes I've ever had in Asia, period, the end, full stop.
Holy cow, those are good.
I think I'm in love.
Alright guys, so it's the middle of day 2 in Hong Kong here and it's been absolutely amazing. Hong Kong, I think, is known for having limited space. So they really make the most of every space that they have at their disposal. So like today I went to a restaurant and it was just me by myself. So they sat me at a two-person table, and I ordered my food. I'm sitting there, and then they sit another woman at on the other chair, like right across from me. So we're both sharing this two-top table. At first it kind of threw me off because I thought maybe she knew me, and then I just realized they were just sitting her at my table. For Western standards, that would never fly. Like, I don't care how busy a restaurant is, if there's only one person, you sit them at their own table and that's it. You don't sit anyone else at that table. But here it's pretty understood that they're gonna sit someone there because they need to seat someone, and there's a perfectly good half of the table not being used, which I actually kind of thought was cool because the space proximity is not as big of an issue here. Now I'm on my way to Victoria Peak and I'm gonna take the ferry.
Taking the ferry is pretty straightforward. You just go find the platform, pay for your token, and walk onto the ferry. And it's so incredibly cheap. I think it's about 30 cents to get across.
So we are heading to Victoria Peak now. This is my friend Ronnie staying in my hostel. I'm bonding on the 45-minute nauseous bus ride up here. Now we're here.
Worth it.
Yeah. And now we're walking to somewhere a bit away from the observation tower where it's supposed to be less crowded and a better view. It's also free. So if you're on a budget, definitely check it out. We made it! Other hand out. Look at my view. Just like going for a jog. Look at my view. Alright, so now we've left and we are at the Temple Night Market.
Do you want this?
Hopefully we'll get some food. We're looking for some, is that like called egg tarts?
Egg waffle.
Egg waffles, which are from Hong Kong, if anyone didn't know that. I don't even know if people in America know what those are at all.
Egg waffle.
Yeah.
Oh, bubble waffle. I think they might know the bubble.
They don't even know if they've seen that concept. Because you know some in like Asian countries they translate, like in Taiwan they have them even though they're from Hong Kong. I don't think they'd make it to America yet. Let me know if you've had any egg waffles in America, guys.
So we're in a restaurant and we have that many different menus.
Yeah.
None of them are the same.
All of this is different. So you have a lot to pick from here.
After dinner, we found some egg waffles to try for the first time.
Do you want to buy it?
Yeah, I do actually. I've never tried it.
What? You never tried it?
No.
Ever?
No.
Take it.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, I just want more.
Wow.
What do you think?
That is so good. That is so good.
Okay. If you like this, then you have to try that thing I was telling you. With the custard inside. It's this with custard inside. It's literally this with the custard.
I want that.
My 2 days in Hong Kong went by way too fast, and I'm having to head to the airport now. But I just feel like Hong Kong is such a magical place to go visit. In my opinion, Hong Kong is a gateway between the East and the West. It is modern, rich in culture, and in all my years traveling, I haven't been to anywhere quite like it. I will definitely be returning as soon as I can. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.